Well, the Cleveland Hall of Fame is celebrating 50 years since the dawning of hip-hop.
And our own Mike Polk shares a history lesson on the genre and how it's being celebrated today.
Oh, no big deal, Cleveland. Just Chuck D, one of the most legendary hip-hop artists of all time, right behind me. You know what that means? It must be time for the Rock Hall's new exhibit, Hip Hop Turns 50, to officially open. How do we know it's 50, though? How did we get that specific date? I wanted to find out. Take a look. Howdy, folks. Well, the Rock Hall is celebrating 50 years of hip-hop music with an impressive exhibit highlighting important moments in the history of the genre. But how was it determined that the year 1973 was when hip-hop truly began? Like any distinct genre, hip-hop has roots in other forms of music and was shaped by countless different artists. But unlike most others, there is an accepted consensus regarding where and when this genre began. Hip-hop was born as a music, dance, and art movement in the Bronx in New York City in the early 1970s, and has essentially been steering our popular culture ever since. New York was in bad economic shape during the time, due largely to the decline of the manufacturing industry. Much of the white middle class moved to the suburbs to escape the social and economic hardship. As a result, many businesses and clubs closed their doors. Those abandoned buildings and parking lots, now available, became the venues for vibrant block parties that laid the groundwork for hip-hop culture. In fact, most agree that they've actually pinpointed the precise date when hip-hop was born. It was August 11, 1973, in New York City at a birthday party in the rec room of an apartment building in the West Bronx. The man who presided over that historic gathering was Clive Campbell, better known as DJ Kool Herc, a founding father of hip-hop. Born in Jamaica, DJ Kool arrived in America when he was 10. He began spinning records at parties while he was a teenager in the early 70s. His revelation came from observing how the crowds would react to different parts of whatever record he happened to be playing. Put simply, he noticed that there were certain parts of the songs that people wanted to dance to more than others. His innovation was to use two turntables as a way to switch back and forth repeatedly between two copies of the same record, extending the portion that the crowd wanted to hear most. It might sound like simple logic now, but it was revolutionary at the time. As with most cool stuff that starts in New York, it took a while for it to trickle down to the rest of us.
The Sugar Hill Gang!
It wasn't until the Sugar Hill Gang's 1979 single, Rapper's Delight, that the first hip-hop song received mainstream airplay, introducing the genre to a wide audience. Determining when and where rock and roll began is complicated and hard to pin down. Some say Memphis, some say Nashville. Of course, we've got the Rock Church here. Nice. But defining when and where hip-hop began is far less controversial. In fact, we even have the address. 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, Bronx, New York, August 11th, 1973. From its humble beginnings on the street corner, hip-hop would eventually grow into one of the world's most prominent musical genres and cultural influences. And it all started 50 years ago this summer, and the beat goes on and on. This is Mike for 3 News.